Hi everybody, it's Heidi with the Weathered Fence Post, and welcome to our channel if you haven't been here before. My husband Steve and I are resellers in the Raleigh, Garner, North Carolina area, and we unfortunately don't sell online because we have full-time jobs and 2 booths to manage, so we just don't have time to do that. But what we love to do on this channel is take you out hunting for treasures, and then we like to go over the haul. Today's video is a haul video from us going to we went to, with Joanne from Bat Thrift Crazy, we went to a yard sale a couple neighborhoods over at Donnie's, and then we went to a community yard sale, and then we went to a great estate sale. A lot of these really cool things are from that estate sale. I can't wait to go over them with you. So this is the haul back here. These are the items we're going to go over. I may not be able to get through all of them because I am in a little bit of a time crunch this morning. But we're going to go over it. I'm going to go over some of the best pieces. I found a fantastic piece of art that I'm so excited to share with you. So let's get going. The very first piece that I want to go over with you is this beautiful, absolutely beautiful sculpture. This is a bronze sculpture by Robert J. Winship, and we found this at that estate sale that we went to. And if you go back to our last video, you will see us actually find this in that video. At the time, I did not know, I knew nothing about it. I actually didn't even notice on here there it is actually signed right there by him. It's from 1974, and I did not even notice that it was a signed piece of artwork. It is absolutely stunning and beautiful with these gulls. He no longer is with us, so you're not going to be able to find any new artwork from him. His artwork is displayed all over the world. It's been presented to heads of state. He's a pretty well-known artist, and his pieces, they're kind of all over the place in pricing. I don't think I've seen anything below maybe $150 to $200. Some of his pieces go over $1,000. It just depends. They usually are, you will find some on eBay, not a lot, but most of the times they are sent to auction houses or auction companies to be auctioned off. So it's just absolutely gorgeous. I was so excited to find this piece. It is what hunting is all about when you come across something very unexpected like this that is a true treasure. This piece is already spoken for. I knew someone that would really enjoy this, and I reached out to her, and her and her husband are going to be owning this piece. The next piece I want to go over is this really interesting R.J. Reynolds camel clock. I was so excited to find this. This was at Donnie's sale, and this is from 1991. Yeah, this is from 1991. It works. It's in really great condition. It has these gold accents. It's like a cream colored or ivory, not ivory, maybe like a tan cream color. And it actually has the marking on the back here for R.J. Reynolds. And like I said, it works. There is some really faint marking on the plastic casing, but I think for the year on this and for what it is, that is just irrelevant. I think this is going to go pretty quickly. It's already priced. It's ready to go right in the booth, and we're going to be asking $38 for it. I'm not going to hold up both of them, but I actually found 2 really gorgeous frames at Donnie's too. So I always, whenever I find these really pretty wooden ornate frames, I definitely pick them up. They do sell. People like to use them in decorating. Some people use them to frame beautiful artwork that they found. Artists look for them because these frames are very expensive. I think I've mentioned that before. You know, if you try to go to Michael's or something and buy this, you can get 40% off a lot of times, but even with the 40% off, they're still really costly. So if you can ever find a frame at a thrift store or out when you're out thrifting at a good price, grab it. We don't ask much for these frames. I've got $15 on this. It's a great deal, and I found 2 of them. Going in the booth today. And by the way, these are going into the booth at Antiques at Gresham Lake because tomorrow Antiques at Gresham Lake is holding their fall flea market. They have a flea market in the spring, and they have a flea market in the fall. And outside they set up There's all kinds of vendors outside. I know that Joanne with Bat Thrift Crazy, she's going to be set up outside. And then inside, the entire mall has sales. It's a great time to go to Antiques at Gresham Lake because you can always find a lot of interesting pieces and a lot of great deals. I'll put the picture up here of when that is and the times and everything. And if you're local to the area, maybe you can get out there and check it out tomorrow. I found these fantastic Fiesta wear pieces. These are right up my alley with the color. This is kind of the Weathered Fence Post signature color. We love this color. And I was really excited to find these at Donnie's sale. These have the small F that has like a loop on it at the top of the F, the lowercase f, so that indicates that they're probably from the 80s, like the mid 80s. That's about when these are from. In great condition, have their stoppers, have a really cool look, almost look like little mushrooms. And I also found this, actually Steve found it and pointed them out to me. It's always good to have Steve with me hunting because he helps me while I'm looking at something else, he's finding other things. This great sugar and creamer set has the little stand that it goes on, all the pieces there, all the pieces are in great condition. It's beautiful, I love it. And again, this is going right in the booth today at Antiques at Gresham Lake for the event tomorrow. So if you're a Fiesta wear collector in the Raleigh area, you want to get to Gresham to grab this. And here's the little snake. He's kind of like the picture for our last video. I thought he was just adorable. He's ceramic. He's not old or vintage, I don't believe. I don't see any dates marked on him. I just thought he was really cute. I loved his color. He's already priced and ready to go to the booth today. So I had to pick him up. Picked him up at the estate. That estate sale was so fun. There were so many interesting things there. It was right up my alley as far as artwork and eclectic and kind of unique stuff that you don't find everywhere. I already showed you this. Well, I mean, actually, I'm about to show you this. I already filmed it. It's going to come up next here in this clip, but this is the snake bracelet. You'll see it a little more close up here in a minute. And then I found this little snake. I think it's an ashtray. I think that's what this was. Steve said he has a bigger version of this on his desk at work. He was going to bring it home and show it to me. He said it's definitely vintage. He's had it for a very long time. That's the bottom of it. But it was being used like a trinket dish, so that's what I would use it for. I wanted to do a close-up of some of these smaller items so that you can really see them. Aren't these adorable, these bone china little dogs? They're so cute. Now this was that bag at the yard sale that there were several that were broken. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got like 3 boxers, a basset hound. I don't know what the name of that dog is. And then there's these little tiny little guys. I mean, these things are so small. I'm looking at my finger. See how tiny they are? They are so tiny. Let's see if I can get it to focus for us. Oh, it's just not going to. Well, anyway, they are so adorable and so tiny. And then this snake bracelet, this isn't something I usually pick up, but I just thought this was gorgeous. All these rhinestones. I did not, is that the marking? I was looking for a marking on it. No, that's not a name. I just thought it was beautiful. I think somebody's really going to enjoy this. Picked up like 3 different snake items that day. And this little Buddha. These usually do well. I can't remember the name of this material. But anytime I put these in the booth, they usually do well. They don't sell real quick, but they do eventually always find a home. So I picked that one up. And I was so excited to find a Swarovski. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but I know what it is. But this was a cute little Swarovski turtle. So sparkly and pretty and in good condition. His tail's not broken. I got this at one of the community yard sales. The lady was downsizing. Thought he was adorable. At that same sale, we picked up this little bottle stopper. Steve wanted this for downstairs. Little wooden bottle stopper with the cape Hatteras Lighthouse on it. And then these tiny little, I believe these are Navajo. If I remember my Indian pottery, American Indian pottery well, I think this is a Navajo piece, this design. But look how small they are. Steve found those and brought them to me at the yard sale. I thought they were adorable. I picked up this ribbon and it had all, I'll show this actually if I haven't already in the video because I'm doing this kind of out of order, but I will show you this as I unfold it. I didn't know it was that big and full of that many baubles. I don't think they're glass. I believe they are plastic, but they're so pretty. It almost looks like it came off from a lamp shade or something. And then this beaded hummingbird keychain. Thought that was great. In good condition. And then this is a little jewelry piece. It's already wired to hang from a necklace. Little elephant. And I would imagine that wiring is probably sterling. I thought he was so cute. And we've got this piece here. I loved this. Let me put this up to the light so you can really see how pretty it is. Isn't that gorgeous? And it is on a necklace. And it looks almost like a tree is around it, the way that the wire is done. It looks like a tree. I'm probably keeping this piece for myself. I am keeping this piece for myself. I already know it. I love trees, and I just loved the color and the glass, so yeah, I'm keeping that. And then this is a Joanne piece. I was so excited to find this. This is actually, when I went looking for this on eBay to see comps, this is actually a rare pin, a rare brooch. But it is marked the JJ for Joanne. And let me, hold on a moment, let me see what the comps were on this as far as sales. It was hard to locate it because it was a rare one. But perfect for this season. Steve said we're keeping it. Can you believe it? So I guess he did not want to let this one go. Not that he's going to wear it or anything, but if he wanted to, he could. But it's just, it's probably going to go downstairs in the pub. Well, I would guess there was one that sold that had color on it. I actually like it without the color. I saw the picture of the one with the color. I didn't really like that one. And if I think of it, I will put a picture over here of that one for you to see the difference between the two. I just kind of like the look of this one. The one that had color sold for $65. So, beautiful piece. And then I also saw this wasp. I think it's a wasp. I don't think it's a bee. That looks like a wasp to me. I cannot locate, again, another JJ Joanne. I cannot locate a wasp on eBay, so I don't know if that's considered rare. It does have a colored eye. It looks like it's like a yellow amber color in the eye. We will be selling this one. I do have to be careful in the booth with these type of things because they can walk. We don't have a locked case in our booth. So, at Collected Treasures, I think she might allow me to put it up front in the locked case, and that might be where I put this. I do love it. Let's see, any other small pieces? I don't think so. So I think we'll go back to showing them in a different way, but I just wanted to go over those. I can't wait to see how this one does. All those rhinestones, look at that. Woo! I went and got this out of my jewelry box, and I thought about this. I've had this for years. It doesn't have any markings either, and I believe this would be a Black Panther. But look, it has this beautiful green eye and then the white rhinestones, but it's missing an eye. And I've always loved it. But and I could wear it with the one missing eye, but I would love to find the little rhinestone that's just the right size to fit in that little eye socket there. Because I do think this is beautiful. And I would be ready to let go of it because I probably wouldn't have any place to wear it. It really is pretty. It just reminded, the snake reminded me of it. Isn't that witch fantastic? I mean, I can't believe I found that. So here's I always grab pottery whenever I can find pottery. People, you know, our booth is kind of known for having pottery in it. And we usually do pretty good with it. We don't overprice it. And if somebody's a pottery collector, they know that you can come to our booth and find a good piece of pottery at a good price. So we always do try to find interesting pieces. Here's a really pretty, I think it's just gorgeous, beautiful mug. It's kind of tall. And then here's a shorter one that I thought was really pretty. And I picked this up at that sale where the lady was downsizing. This was in the community sales. So she was downsizing, and she had a nice eclectic. She obviously supported artists because a lot of her stuff was handmade by artists. So beautiful piece. This was another piece of pottery that I picked up at her sale. I love this piece. And I cannot read who the artist is on the back. It's, I think, Janet Risnick, I think is what it says. I just really thought that was really pretty for the holiday season coming up. It's a beautiful pie plate, or you could use it, you know, as just display piece in your background. So pretty. Here was another gorgeous piece that I picked up at her sale. I love it. With the dragonfly. Isn't that fantastic? There were three pieces there with a dragonfly on it. Her prices weren't as good as I need them to be. And I understand that. She was downsizing and she was trying to raise money for herself. So I had to be a little bit picky. So I picked this one out. I thought this was a really beautiful little, it could be just a little trinket dish or a display piece. And I'm pricing this at $10. It's going in the booth today at Antiques at Gresham Lake. I'm giving you an idea of some of the pricing because a couple of you have asked, you know, do you ever share what you price things at? So just wanted to give you an idea. Like I said, we try to keep our prices a little bit lower. I try to get things lower and try to keep the prices a little bit lower because we're in the business of rehoming this stuff. We're not in the business of keeping it on the shelf and dusting it. Now, obviously, if it's an antique or it's something that holds a high value, like that sculpture, you know, that's a high value item. Or you know, anything that we have a lot invested in it, we're going to have to price it accordingly. But if we pick up something at a good price, we're going to pass that savings on to our shoppers. With that said, we move over 200 items a month through our booths. Sometimes it's more, sometimes a little bit less, but on average, I would say we're averaging about 200 pieces a month that leave our booth. So that's why we have big hauls and we have great prices. So, I mean, they're not like bottom of the barrel. We don't want to make it so that other people in the mall have a hard time selling their things. We don't want to do that. But they're at a good price point where everybody, I think, feels good about the purchase and the sale. This is gorgeous. I love this piece. I kind of am having a hard time giving this one up. I don't know if you can pick it up. I picked this up at the estate sale. It has like, I think you could pick it up more in the video. It has like some glass down in the base here, and I don't know what you call that. I'll have to do some research. I'm sure that's a certain technique, but there are glass pieces down underneath this glaze, and it is absolutely beautiful. Just a really small little trinket dish. May have been designed to be an ashtray. I don't know, because it looks like it has something that could be ashtrays there. It's not signed, but I couldn't pass it up. I thought it was beautiful. I saw these at the sale where the lady was downsizing, and they were 3 for $10 or 3 for $1. And I thought, oh yeah, I'm definitely grabbing those. This is, you know, artwork tiles. These are really beautiful, and we do pick these up occasionally, and they do actually pretty well in the booth. These had little kickstands on them so they could stand up. Unfortunately, when I got home, I didn't look close enough at the sale, which I should have. I should have known if they were 3 for $1. It probably there was a reason. They're chipped. So I don't know. These have quite a bit of chipping, these two. I'm not real comfortable putting those in the booth. I'm probably just going to have to put these back out in the yard sale that we're having. By the way, that yard sale is this Saturday, not tomorrow, but next Saturday, the 14th. And whew, got a lot of work to do this week to get ready for that. But anyway, this one I might put in the booth. It's really what I would call a flea bite chip. Not really noticeable. Well, I guess you can catch it right there. You see it a little bit. I'm not sure it takes away too much from its aesthetic. I would just price it at a really good price point. But this one I probably will put in the booth. Picked up this at Donnie's sale. It's a pottery plate, a pottery bowl or shallow bowl that you could use for display. It does say HY, I think, or HN on the back. I'm not sure. I think it says HY or NH. I don't know. But what really sold this for me, if you watched the video, you saw me talk about it, was that lizard right there. I thought he was really cool and unique, and I liked the grapevines or the vines around the edge of it. Kind of has a brutalist look to it, so I went ahead and grabbed this. I did get the chicken head. And yes, I did get the rubber chicken mask. What do you mean, am I going to get the chicken mask? Of course I'm getting the chicken mask. That's a no-brainer. So yeah, I got that. If you missed the video, we had a little fun with this at the when we were out hunting. Go back and watch that video. If you've watched us long enough, you know that I love unique stuff, and that's really kind of, I guess, my niche, the kind of thing I like, and I especially love faces. I have a lot of faces hanging up in my home, between face jugs and artwork that's hanging on the wall and carvings and whatnot. And Steve found this at that sale. I absolutely love this guy with his mustache and his pipe, and he's in excellent condition. I can't wait to add him to our collection. He's going to go right up on our wall somewhere. We'll find a spot for you, buddy. And then I also found this at that estate sale, and I love it. I'm going to be keeping this too. I just think this is adorable, this cat head, and it kind of reminded me, there was a cat there at the sale, and it's so friendly. I can't remember what we named him. Joanne, you're going to have to comment below what we named that cat, because we asked what the name was, and the people that were there didn't know the name of the cat. But he was so friendly. He greeted us when we came. He said goodbye to us when we left, and this cat head kind of reminded me of him. There were so many beautiful, fantastic pieces at that sale. Look at this cloisonne brass plate. It's enamel with the mosaic. And I believe that's a brass, not a copper. I would think that's brass. But oh, it's just beautiful. It has a hook so you can hang it on the wall, or you could put it on a plate stand and display it. And I just think it's stunning. It's priced and ready to go for the flea market tomorrow. Okay, I found another one of these gorgeous glass globes or bulbs, and my friend Dixie, she tells me these are called, I think, witch's glass, I think is what she said. Dixie, if you're watching, please comment below. I can't remember exactly what you called this, but that I found this at that estate sale, and I just thought it was gorgeous with the purple and the clear glass, and that's going in my collection. Yes, I do hunt for myself too. I don't just hunt for the booths. And anytime I bring something in, I try to pull a couple things out of my collection. So I'm constantly like upgrading and changing my collection. I love this piece. I think it's beautiful. At the sale where the lady was downsizing, she obviously traveled. There was a lot of stuff from around the world. These are from Quebec, and I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like it's a whale. I think it might even be like a killer whale maybe. But these are gorgeous pieces of art glass. They look a lot like Blanco to me. That's what they look like, but they're called La Meloche is what they're called. And I did look them up. They do go for a good price. I can't remember the exact price, but I remember I was surprised. This is a little penguin. I feel like these were like $25 a piece or more. I think I remember I saw this one sold for $50. We're not going to price them that high, but we are going to, you know, they are beautiful art glass pieces. And this is the town. And you can actually set these up and they would look really pretty if you had, you know, a windowsill to put these in to catch the sunlight and put them all together. They almost look like ice. They're just so beautiful. They really, really do remind me of Blanco though. And I think that's why, you know, I grabbed them because I just recognized that they were a quality piece of art glass. Donnie's sale, you saw that I saw these. I thought they might be glass, but I think they're plastic. But they're gorgeous. Vintage, like grape decor. And there was 2 of the amber color. Yes, there was 2 of the amber color. And then there's 2 of the green. And then there was this clear. And then like a lavender color. Let's see, I wanted to show you this spread out a little bit. This was a really long piece. Let me get this opened up. You can see how long that is. And it looks like, actually, it even opens up more. It's actually quite long. It's probably about 4 feet long. And just really pretty. And it does look, if you look up close, you can see it looks like it has some glue on it. So I'm thinking it was taken off something. And my thought was maybe a really large shade, that it went around the base of a really large shade. That would be very large though. I don't know if there'd be a shade that large. I don't know. I don't know what this was on, but I just thought it was really pretty. And I thought somebody could use it in some type of crafting or in some type of project that they were working on. I wasn't going to leave it behind. I do want to show you this. I am still stopping at Goodwill's, but I'm being very, very, very picky. I'm going to say that 3 times. Very, very, very picky about what I'm picking up there because the price points are higher and the hunting is so good elsewhere right now. I just don't need to shop there if I don't have to. But I do stop in to see if I can find anything, and I found this really precious angel. She's handmade. This is like a doily on the back here. She has a beautiful piece right there on her dress. I love her little candle, and her hair is just done so well, and it has like these little pearls. It does say on the bottom, Pine Baroness Incorporated, and it's been made by E. Krause. And I just thought it was really precious, so I definitely picked that up. And last night on my way home from work, on my Thursday night Goodwill decompress hunting, I found this guy, and I kind of relate to this guy or gal today. I needed a little zen. I had a crazy week, a little bit of extra stress in my week, and yeah, I needed this zen. This really spoke to me. I thought this was adorable. Definitely flew right into my cart. Have not been able to decipher who the artist is. I cannot read the signature. I've Google lensed the signature. I don't have an app or anything that helps me with identifying artwork. I've Google lensed the art. So I'm still in the research mode of this, but I may, you know, I can only put so much time into research. And I may just go ahead and price this based off from my gut on it, my gut instinct, but I really liked it. I loved the, you know, the drum and the music and just the look of this. It is handwritten down here in pencil. It's hand signed. It's not a print. So I have no idea what the value is of this, but I thought it was pretty cool. Got this at Donnie's sale. I don't know if you're going to be able to see how beautiful this is. This is a shawl that I picked up. It's like a black lace shawl with beautiful long fringe on it that I picked up at the estate sale. I absolutely love it. I'm not going to be keeping it. I thought it was perfect for this time of year. It has some really beautiful flowers on it. And I know someone that may be interested in this. I might ask her about it first before I put it in the booth. It's hard for me to pick this up on video. Always looking for the rusty, crusty goodness. And I found this. It needs cleaning. It's got some cobwebs and stuff in it. And it is a definitely rusty, crusty bell. Really big bell. I saw this kind of at the last minute as I was getting ready to finish up at that estate sale. And I feel like we got a pretty good price on it for what it is. And this is just kind of a practical thing. I just wanted to show this in case my sister's watching. My sister is an artist, and I found these at Goodwill last night. I've got 2 packages of them. They're from U-Haul, and they're picture packers. And what you do is you put this around the frame of your picture when you're shipping it. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to grab those for my sister. They were $2. I have no idea what U-Haul sells them for. I'm sure they're actually quite expensive there, but I thought she could use them. I picked up a couple of those. So next time we take our trip down to Florida, I'm bringing these to you, Wendy. And speaking of Florida, I found this really neat book, 100 Years of Gator Football. I thought it was great. Full, packed full of pictures. And I know that there's somebody that's from Florida or loves the Gators that's definitely going to want this book. It's priced and it's ready to go. It's going in the booth for this weekend sale. Okay, I think we're going to wrap this up here because I've got to get going. But this guy, don't ever sleep on your own vendor malls. You know, if you're up there, if you're a reseller, make sure, I'm sure you do this already, I don't need to tell you this, but check around your own vendor malls because there's always somebody having a sale, or maybe somebody just wants to get rid of something in their inventory. This guy's not in perfect condition. His ear has a little bit of damage there, but I thought he was adorable. I'm keeping him for our garden. I love this little gargoyle. He's definitely going in our garden. I picked that up at Antiques at Gresham Lake. And then I also picked up this great, look at this. This is in like brand new condition. And it is, I think it's a Bystel. I think I saw it on the arm somewhere. Or the leg. Yeah. Yep, 1976. Bystel, 1976. In perfect condition. Still even has its tags, has never been used. These tags have never been torn off. And there were 2 of them there, so I grabbed them both. I love them. And the price was really good on these. I thought it was. I only paid $6 a piece for these. For this good of condition, I thought that was a good price. For some, I like to collect vintage Halloween and I like to resell vintage Halloween, so I was really excited to find these. That is it for this week's haul. I hope you enjoyed it. There were a lot of great pieces, and especially excited about that beautiful sculpture that we found. I hope that all of you are going to get out there this weekend. It's going to be a gorgeous weekend in this area. Go to the sale up at Antiques at Gresham Lake. I know you will find some treasures. Get out there, find a treasure, put a smile on your face, find something new for your home or for a friend. It's actually time to start maybe doing some Christmas shopping, believe it or not. When I'm walking around now, I'm starting to think about Christmas gifts that I can get for people. Anyway, make it a beautiful weekend. It's the fall. The weather's finally starting to break. We're starting to have some good weather and some nice temperatures. And take good care of yourself until I see you next time.